So I'm telling that there are three roles in the ServiceNow administration, right? So first is end user role, second is ITL role, and third is admin role. Okay. First we'll start with end user role. Okay. So end user means he is the person who just uses the ServiceNow platform to create tickets. Neither he works on the
Okay.
tickets, nor he resolves, or nor he controls the environment. Okay.
Okay.
So example is like say when you have an issue with your telecom operator. Okay.
Yeah.
So what you do, you'll just call up them, or you'll drop an email, right? Or
Yeah.
you'll mail them, or you'll either you call them or you mail them with your issue,
Yes.
right? So the moment
Yeah.
you send that information, they'll respond back saying so and so is the ticket number for you. But
Yeah.
besides that, would you be doing anything other than that? Neither you would be able to see the content of that particular ticket nor any other information, right?
Yes.
So it's here also it's almost the same thing, but here the end user role would be having access to the default interface. Okay, so I'll show you. Okay, I'll show you how the end user role looks like. Okay, and what all features he would be having. But just remember, like an end user is the role where I mean that particular role will have very limited access to ServiceNow platform. Okay. Second is
Okay.
ITIL role. Okay. Let me write that one for you. User reference. You're able to see my screen, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. First is uh, end user role. Okay. So end user role means this is like uh, very limited privileges, very limited access to ServiceNow. Okay,
Okay.
or very basic level access. Okay, next is ITIL role. Okay, ITIL role, actually these are the people who work on those tickets and who resolve those tickets. You remember, I told you, right? End user are the one who triggers those tickets, but
Yeah.
neither they would be able to access those tickets, nor they would be having, or nor they would be resolving the tickets. And also like they will not be able to control the ServiceNow environment, right? So end user is like very limited access. Our ITL role people, they will have some access. They'd be able to resolve tickets. So who are the ITL role people means my technical teams in my organization who work on the issues and who fix them. So that people or that particular teams are called as ITIL role. Okay,
Okay.
is it clear till now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so very limited, right? Here it is. You say uh, limited access. However, they are the one who resolve tickets. Okay,
Okay.
okay. So that is ITL role. Next is admin role. Okay, these are the three default roles. Admin role means they control the ServiceNow platform. Okay, full access to ServiceNow environment. Okay, okay. Is it clear?
Yes.
So now you understood all three roles, right?
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. So once after completing the session, I'll do one thing. I'll share one video links. Okay, some videos link. So what you need to do is like just go through those links. Okay, those videos. They actually clearly explain what end user role is and what ITL role is and what admin role is in detail. Okay,
Okay.
so that actually helps you in like getting even more clarity on what I'm speaking about. Okay. So
Okay.
even I'll show that one, but one first I want to like complete these details. Okay,
Okay.
since we have logged in with admin profile. So admin profile is nothing but like it is a admin profile has admin role. Okay, that's the reason why we are getting so many applications listed here and so many features. Okay, and the next feature
Okay.
is called as here. If you see, there is a drop down button, right? So if I click on the drop down button, first is profile. So if I do click on profile, it takes me to my own profile. Okay,
Yeah.
so here you can see, like, what the profile is all about. So first name, last name, there's no mobile number, no phone number. Okay, and title as system administrator, and email ID, notification, and little, I mean, other information. That's it, right? Nothing
Okay.
else,
Yeah.
right? So this is the default view of the user interface. Okay, if
Okay.
I open it from this one, so every user would be able to see only this particular information. Okay, no matter which profile it is, whether it could be an end user role or ITIL role or admin role. Okay, so for every default interface that they would be getting. Okay, clear till now?
Yes, sir.
That is about the personal profile. Okay, next is impersonate user. See, this is one feature which is specifically available only for people who have admin role. Okay, I showed you, right? Admin role.
Yeah.
So this impersonation feature will come, or impersonate user option will come only to the people who have admin role assigned. Okay, so
Okay.
only
Yeah.
those people will get impersonate user. So what is the use of this particular feature? Say, like, you are the administrator. Okay, you are configuring or you are customizing your ServiceNow platform. Okay, so
Yeah.
say, like, you are testing, and one particular user need to have a specific kind of interface. Okay, he said, like, I want only in so and so file, in so and so, I want only so and so features available on my screen. I don't want everything to be activated and to be displayed. Okay, so you have done all the changes that he asked for. However, you don't know how it looks like, right? You need to test that environment, right? How the interface for
Yeah.
that particular user looks like. You need to test that, right? So how would you do that? And you need to log out from this particular application, and again you need to log in, isn't it?
Yeah.
So then only you'd be able to know, like, how it looks like. But that is actually a tedious task, isn't it? So that's the reason
Yes.
why we have something called impersonate user feature. Okay. So say, like, I
Mm-hmm.
want to replicate to some person. Okay. I can search the person details here. So these are, like, all the list of user profiles which I have in my system. Okay.
Okay.
So it lists all the details. So you can actually, like, impersonate to the person whom you want to look. Okay. You understood what an impersonation means?
Yes, sir.
Okay, again I'll show you. See, I mean, whatever the topics that I'm discussing, probably it might sound pretty new for you. However, over a period of time, maybe,
Mm.
like, by tomorrow or day after tomorrow, you'd be pretty comfortable with all the features that I'm talking, because every day in and day out we'll be doing these functionalities. Okay, we'll
Yeah.
follow them and we'll be doing it. So maybe by second day or by third day, you feel that, handy. Okay.
Yes.
All right. The next is elevate roles. Okay. So elevate role is a special feature where you'd be able to elevate your privileges to the next level, so that you can also control the security features of the ServiceNow platform. Okay.
Okay.
So for accessing this one, elevate role is nothing but uh, permission to control security features of ServiceNow. Okay, okay. And how it happens means there is a separate role for this. That is security underscore admin. Okay, so this is the actually
Okay.
this is the role that a person should have in order to get this elevated field. Okay, elevated role option.
Also. Okay.
Okay, admin will only people who have admin role assigned will get impersonate user option. Okay,
Okay.
and people who have, see, again, not every admin will get elevate roles. Okay, Only the people
Mm-hmm.
with admin rights and secure underscore admin profile,
Second.
only those will be given elevate roles. Okay, or only they will get this option. Okay,
Okay.
so now we understood this concept
Yes, sir.
about multiple roles in ServiceNow platform.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, so anyways, the last one is logout. You know about that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. So let me go back. Okay, so this is the default homepage for admin profile. Okay, system administrator. You logged in as system administrator, right? So this is
Yeah.
the default homepage for system administrator, and I don't think you'd be able to manage or I don't think you'd be able to customize this screen. Okay, this is a default screen,
Okay.
and all that you need to do is
Okay.
like you just need to uh, use this one only. For other people, especially for ITIL roles, okay, you can
Mm-hmm.
customize these home pages. Okay. However, for system
Okay.
administration, that this can't be customized. So if you click on this drop down button, you can see like what all home pages we have at this moment. Okay.
Okay.
So since we have logged in, I mean our profile has admin privileges. We got by default system administration homepage has been loaded. If I am an ITL user, my ITL homepage will show up. Okay. So now see this one difference. See the difference, right? This is
Yeah.
by default ITL homepage, and I can actually control the data on this particular field. So when I roll over onto it, it shows the cross mark, right? So if I click on
Mm.
it, it will delete this particular box.
Okay.
Okay, so here also is the same case. So each block, yeah, I mean I have so many blocks here. So each block will act as an independent entity, and you can control them by, I mean you can delete them by clicking close button. Okay, if at all I want to add few more, then how can I do that? You just need to click on add content.
Okay.
Okay, if you click on add content, it will ask you to like what type of information you would like to show on your homepage screen. Okay, so there you need to select like what all what all information you'd like to see. So that will again like ask where exactly you want to place that particular block. Okay, so once after you defining the block stage, so this is like the blocks. Okay, this is the header block, and this is the trailer block. Okay, in between whatever
Okay.
we have, that will be coming there it's like page will be divided into two and would be displayed. Okay,
Okay.
so here these are all like the uh, content categories. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
so if I say like I want to I want to show a report on on my interface.
Mm-hmm.
So what type of report you would like to show? Okay, so these are all the like default reports that I have in my system. Okay, you can just select
Mm-hmm.
any of
Okay.
that and corresponding ones. I mean like it's like it's a nested one. So once after selecting the report, again the report might have multiple views. So the one view will be picked up and that will be displayed. Okay, here actually you can
Okay.
see how that particular view looks like, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So if I select the next one, you can see how the view has changed, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Okay.
I can actually add it the place wherever I want. Okay, if I say add
Okay.
here, okay, now see
Mm-hmm.
it got added here, right?
Okay. Yeah, I got it.
So that's it. It's already there, right?
Okay, sure. Yeah. Yeah.
So if I want, I can say just like I can just click on this close option and that will be deleted.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
you're clear now
Yes.
about the interface.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that's about the home page. Okay, now let's dive into the impersonation field. Okay, I'll again switch back to system administration profile. Now let's go back to impersonate user one. Okay, so I just told you like how this works, but however I haven't shown you that, right? So and also
Yeah.
I told you one thing that though we have three roles, we need I mean we need to like log into each and every role, and we need to see like how their interfaces looks like, right? So I use
Okay.
impersonate user. I mean I impersonate profile. Okay, now I'm searching
Okay.
for uh, anyways we have able tutor, right? Able tutor.
Yeah.
we'll see like this particular user profile. I mean, what type of user profile it is, and what all screens or what all applications this particular user profile has. So by default, able tutor is a end user profile. Okay, and I mean they
Okay.
have only end user role, and this is the default role which gets assigned to a person who joins ServiceNow, or who, I mean, whose ID gets created. Okay, besides I end user, I mean, if you want to assign any other role, then you need to specify, or you need to explicitly mention that so and so roles need to be added to this particular person. Okay,
Okay.
till now you're pretty clear, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you see this particular user profile, all that he got is self-service. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
self-service is one application, and besides self-service, one more is collaborate. Okay, so
Okay.
collaborate is nothing but, again, see this one, connect chat. Is it the same one that we have here?
Yeah.
It's the
The
same one, right? Connect chat. It's the
yeah,
same
yeah,
one,
connector.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. Both are
So
same, I guess.
yeah, they are same. Okay,
Okay.
so that's one thing. Actions icon, yeah, this is something. So these are the list of icons what we have. Okay, okay, so these are like icons. Okay, so in case if you do not understand like what that icon means, okay, you can come here and you can cross verify that. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
and this next one is live feed. Okay, live feed is a feature in ServiceNow that helps you in communicating. See, this connect is something like a chatting tool, right?
Yeah.
So live feed is something like uh, uh, you know earlier we
Uses.
used to have something like Orkut, right? Orkut or
Yeah. Yeah.
Facebook kind of. So where
Yeah. Yeah.
everyone would be, one person will start a thread, and everyone would be like commenting on that thread, right?
Yeah.
uh,
I got it.
Same way like how we have Twitter also now, right? It's the same
Yeah.
thing. Okay, so live feed will come up. Okay,
Okay.
so you can see here it's loading, in fact. Okay, so these are the feeds that are running at this moment.
Okay.
Okay, so you can see like one person has started, what's the best way to password protect a spreadsheet, or he's added something. So for that, he hashtag, and you can see the other people like responding to this particular thread, right?
Okay.
So this is how live feed works. Okay, and
Oh.
if you enable live feed to, I mean, while creating tables, there is a concept called table. Okay, and when if you there is a field called there is a checkbox. Okay, and if you select the
Okay.
checkbox in the table section, okay, which says
Mm-hmm.
like live feed. So whatever you discuss here, all these details would be captured in your ticket also. Okay,
Okay.
so you don't need to go here and there what is the conversation happening. You need to copy and paste it in the ticket. You don't need to do that one. So whatever it happens here with respect to that particular ticket, everything will be captured and stored in the ServiceNow ticket.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the use of live feed. So
Mm-hmm.
until here it is clear for you, right? No issues, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is about end user profile. Okay, so again I'm
Yeah.
impersonating back to, again you have something called profile here. Okay, let me show you
Mm-hmm.
that also. So you see this one, it's the same
Yes, sir.
information that we had even when we logged in as a system administrator, right? Nothing much difference. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
everything is same. Only thing is, under related links you see notification preferences. Here, since you set enable, okay, if you're
Mm-hmm.
setting notification as enable, then you need to define your email. Okay, however, this particular
Okay.
email ID has been disabled for you. Okay, so that field can be
Okay.
edited, I mean that field would be editable only for system administrators. Okay,
Okay.
that too from users application, not from every other application. Only from users
Mm-hmm.
application they'll be able to modify it. Okay,
Yeah.
and say like I want to add a new device to my list of notifications. And how can I do that one? Okay, so just I clicked on the notifications one. I mean, below there is a related link, right? Under related links I had one, right? So I just clicked on that and it gave me create new device. Okay, so that
Okay.
when once after clicking that link, it has taken me to this particular screen. and here I see the create new device. Okay, if I click on this,
Okay.
now it helps me in mentioning the details. So name of the device, type. Okay, so email is like, you need to mention your email ID. Okay, but this one has already been done. Okay, push is nothing but like, say ServiceNow is also giving a ServiceNow application. Okay, in fact you can download that from your Play Store or from your App Store. Okay, if you
Okay.
have that and if you configure your applications to your instance, then you can actually like, configure, I mean the push, you can give the push also. Okay, you can select the push also. What happens is, if you get a ticket assigned to you, immediately that will show up, that will trigger a push notification to your uh, application, which is on your mobile phone. Okay,
Okay.
so your mobile will, I mean your app will remind you saying so and so notification has come, so and so person has assigned a ticket to you. So that's how it notifies you.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
you understood what a push notification means, right?
Yes, I got it.
Okay, third is SMS. So SMS is again a default feature. Okay, so here it asks for the phone number. Okay, however the service
Mm-hmm.
providers, it's like, only restricted service providers.
Okay.
Okay, so these are the only service providers that currently ServiceNow is supporting, and all the service providers are from US only, I guess. Everyone are from US
Oh,
only,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
You have Bell South also.
Mostly. Yeah, we have Bell.
Okay, so all these are US service providers, and ServiceNow has tied up with all these people. So since this is a dev instance, we can configure those. Sorry,
And provide only to these networks, not the other network.
to these networks. See, by default, these are the networks that it is supporting. Okay,
Okay.
so if you add any of these network and if you mention the number, right, whenever you I mean if you add this particular device, okay,
Mm-hmm.
whenever there is a ticket assigned to you, it picks up the mobile number, and uh, it picks up the mobile number and it sends out notification to your to your mobile. It sends out an
Okay.
SMS.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, right.
Okay.
Okay, that's what your SMS type is. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, in fact, like, for your profile you can set this one. Okay, since you're staying in US only, right? US or Canada?
Canada.
Okay,
Canada.
do you see the service provider here, your service providers?
No, my service provider is not there. There's only one Bell,
Uh-huh,
but it shows Bell South.
isn't that same?
But we have, but I'm not pretty sure about that.
Okay, so mostly like, they have given AT&T and T and all these things, right? So these are like, the US providers, that's what I know.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah, I know. They are used to providers.
okay, so phone
Okay.
number, yeah, I mean if you pick up the service provider and if you mention the phone number, so I mean you'll start receiving notifications on your
Mm-hmm.
mobile. Okay,
Okay.
so that's one thing. All right, so once
Okay.
after mentioning all these all those details, it will add up one more section here. So notification is sure, and these are the categories for which where notification need to be triggered. Okay, so it adds a
Okay.
task, I mean it adds a column here saying mobile, whatever the device that you create, it displays here, and it says yes or no for that. Okay,
Okay.
so let me do one thing. Let me pick up push. Okay, type
Mm-hmm.
test push order one. Okay, I'll just say submit. Now you see this.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now what I could do is, by default, every action has been disabled in my environment. Okay, you can come down and you can configure your platform, say like, when asset restocking happens, if you want notification, yeah, you can enable it. Okay, but similarly for incident, okay, when an incident gets escalated or incident has been commented, okay, if anything happens, then you can ask for a notification. Okay,
Okay.
so ServiceNow will trigger that for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
So you understood till here, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So I'm just like, putting it back. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So that's about creating devices. Okay. And every user will have this privilege. Okay. He can come and he can create the devices and he can add the criteria also, like, for which all items you would like to see the notifications. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So until pretty clear, right? Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is about just the interface part. Okay. So we
Mhm.
have come, this is admin profile again. Okay. Uh, we have seen end user and we have seen ITL, right? For interface. Okay. So here
Yeah.
what we have seen is impersonate user. So impersonation functionality we have tested, and we have something called elevated roles also. If you click on elevated roles option, see here you see security underscore admin, right? So it actually helps us in, like, enabling the enabling right operations for the security functions. Okay.
Okay.
If I
Yeah.
say click OK, then it will provide right access, okay, to the system securities. Okay, example, I
Okay.
tell you access controls. Okay,
Okay.
so I'll just show you one option. See this page. Okay, moment, everything has been, okay, everything has been disabled, right?
Yeah.
No, not the studio. Studio is a default one. Let's not touch that one. That's actually meant for creating applications. It's kind of an editor. Okay.
Okay.
So what I do is something, I see something here. Okay. So now see this one. So most of them are, it's in global application mode, and all these fields are in grayed out mode, right? I can't
Yeah.
modify these fields, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So let me elevate my privileges. Okay.
Okay.
Now you see the difference. Now I'm able to modify some of the fields here, right? I got
Right.
right access now, right?
Yes.
So that's the functionality of elevate rules. Okay.
Mhm.
Again, if you want to remove, just click on the same thing, uncheck this checkbox, and just say click OK. Okay. It will take you back to the normal role. Okay. It's a
Okay.
very important feature. However, we need to be very careful with this particular profile. Okay. Especially elevate roles. Okay. So
Okay.
on production instances, usually they won't release elevate roles option to everyone. They'll control this elevate roles feature on
Okay.
production. However, dev and test platforms, they give that to developers and system administrators. But on production environment, usually they won't release access. Okay.